Grayson.
Hi.
So, well, first, before we start, what is something that you are looking forward to doing on winter break?
Calling Anthony.
Calling Anthony? You guys are gonna hang out? That's fun. My birthday is over winter break, so I'm excited to do something for my birthday. I might go to the movies. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but that's what I'm excited for. But okay, so today we are going to be learning about a strategy that's going to help us be convincing writers. Do you know what the word convincing means?
No.
If I wanted to convince you that strawberry ice cream was the best, that means I want to make you believe me. I want you to really think that. So when we are doing convincing writing, we want people to agree with us. So if you thought chocolate was the best and you were trying to convince me, you would have to come up with some reasons why. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is coming up with convincing reasons for something in our writing, okay? So the strategy is called POW tree. Can you say POW tree?
POW tree.
So POW is just P-O-W, and then tree, literally like this picture, like a tree.
T-R-E-E.
Each letter stands for something. We call that an acronym. Do you remember when we learned about acronyms last week? Like USA and EPA, like those letters?
I don't remember.
You don't remember that? So acronyms stand for something else. So USA stands for United States of America. But it's a shorter way to remember it so that it's easier for us. So POW tree actually means a lot of stuff, but it's just a shorter way for us to remember, okay? So first we're going to read this, and this is what we're going to be writing about, trying to convince someone of our opinion. You remember how we do opinion writing in class? Like what's our favorite season, or what's our favorite fruit? Yep, exactly. So this will be something like that, but you have to read first to see what we're going to be talking about. So I want you to read this for me.
Cell phones in classroom. As smartphones have become popular, the
debate
of having cell phones in the classroom has been discussed between parents and teachers. Some parents may say cell phones help with providing research for schoolwork and keep students safe. Many students are home alone before their parents return from work. Also, cell phone calendars are prepared. Other useful apps can help students stay organized. They can prepare students for adult life. However, on the other side, cell phones may distract students in classrooms. Cell phones make it easier for students to cheat during tests and put students at risk of cyberbullying. The use of smartphones has caused less verbal communication for children. Students may not be responsible with a cell phone.
All right. So what you're reading about is whether or not we should have cell phones in the classroom. So do you have a cell phone?
No.
But do you know people that do have a cell phone in class? No.
I have an iPhone though.
You have an iPhone? That's a cell phone. So iPhones are cell phones. Cell phones is just like, see that picture right there? So that's an iPhone, that's a cell phone too. So they're saying, should we be allowed to have cell phones in class? Should we be allowed to have iPhones in class? So
no, because I'll get distracted on playing games.
Well, that's one side. So some people might say yes because they gave us some reasons in here why people might say yes. But you just said no, and there were also reasons in here why people might say no. So that's why we have to pick our opinion, and we're gonna write a paragraph about which side is the best side. So the P in Powtree stands for pick an opinion. So what was your opinion? You said what?
No.
No. Okay, so you can put no. We should not have cell phones in class because that is
Too
what you think. Well, here, yes, here. I'll actually give you this one because this one has the P on it. That one just starts with the tree. So here says P, pick an idea. So you would say no smartphones in class, no cell phones, no iPhones, however you want to say it.
No.
All right. The O in Powtree stands for organized. So it's going to be helping us to come up with our reasons. So we don't really have to write anything right here. After the O, it's just this part is where we organize, which is why we have these little boxes so we can separate our reasons and they help us to see them more easily. So what do you think a good first sentence would be for this? If we're saying, if your opinion is no, you can start off by saying what? When we do our opinion writing. So like, I do not believe we should have cell phones in class. And here's some reasons why. Or what could you say? What do you think a good topic sentence would be?
I think we should have cell phones for good reasons.
Okay. All right. So when we were reading in here, they did give us a lot of different explanations for both sides. So I want you to go through and highlight the ones that match what you think. So I'll read it to you again. And if you hear me say something that matches what you think, then we'll highlight, okay? So it says, as smartphones have become popular, the debate of having cell phones in the classroom has been discussed between parents and teachers. Debate? Okay. So you can highlight debate because that means like some people think one thing and some people think something else. A debate is like kind of like an argument, but not as intense. Okay. It says some parents say cell phones help with research for schoolwork and keeping students safe. So that's the reason why people think we should have them. So that's the opposite of what you think. Okay. It says many students are home alone before their parents return from work. Says also, cell phone calendars and other apps can help students stay organized. They can prepare students for adult life. So it sounds like that part of the paragraph is talking about why we should have them. But here's a transition word. However, on the other side, cell phones may distract students in classroom.
On the other side.
Yep. So I would highlight all of that because that sounds like exactly what you said. Okay, it says cell phones make it easier for students to cheat during tests and put students.
Where is it?
Okay, makes it easier for students to cheat during tests, and it can put them at risk of cyberbullying. So at risk of cyberbullying, that's like when people talk bad about each other on the phone or online, like how you guys play Roblox and stuff like that. Says The use of smartphones have caused less verbal communication for children. Students may not be
Less.
Because what they're saying is the more that people text, the less that they talk to each other. So instead of talking how we are right now, if you only text each other, then you never really actually get to talk. Okay?
Or hang out with family.
Yeah, or hang out in real life. You might just only want to text somebody or FaceTime them. All right, the last sentence says students may not be responsible with the cell phone. So that's saying they might lose it. Does that sound like something that might happen too? Okay, so may not be responsible with the cell phone. Those all sound like they are on the same side as you. So your first reason was that you think you would be distracted. So you could put that in here. You could say reason number, which let's use this one. I like this one better. So reason number 1, that you don't think we should have cell phones in class. Now you can make up your own reasons, and you can use some of the stuff that you highlighted in the text, because we know that using text evidence is some good stuff. So what do you think your first reason would be? The distracted one? Or which one do you think you want to use some text evidence?
Debate.
Okay. So it can make some people happy, it can make some people upset if they allowed it, which is a debate. So, okay, so what's an example of if there was a debate about it? Maybe
people have different opinions.
Yeah, so you could say people might have different opinions. Somebody might be upset that you have your phone out in class even though you're allowed to, and it could cause an argument.
If I was the principal, then I wouldn't allow it.
I agree with you, Grayson. I don't think we should have our phones. We can use our Chromebooks still, because those are a good tool, but I think phones would not be a good thing.
I think Chromebooks wouldn't be good either.
You don't think Chromebooks either? Really?
Because there is still apps on there that's with cell phones.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, so you could put people could argue. That would be your example. So your first reason is a debate, and your example is that people could argue about it.
Is it EU?
UE. Okay, what is your second reason why you don't think there should be cell phones in the class? Our first one was the debate and that people might be arguing. What do you think a good second reason could be?
Risk of cyberbullying.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Which sometimes, like just how people are not nice in person in class, and we tell people like you have to be kind and use kind words, people do the same thing on cell phones. So sometimes people say mean stuff on FaceTime or in people's comments or when you're playing a game. So that's what cyberbullying is. And if you don't have a phone, then there can't be cyberbullying. But okay, so you can write that one down. I think that's a good one too. And that's right from the text that we read. So that's text evidence. You need a different pen?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what do you think an example of cyberbullying? So like what kind of games do you play or stuff do you use?
I play Roblox a lot.
Are you able to comment or talk to people on Roblox?
I just comment.
comment. So like an example could be what on Roblox if somebody said what on there, or what kind of comment.
I will put the laugh emoji sometimes.
That's what you do.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So if somebody was being a bully on Roblox, what would be an example?
If it was my server, then I'll kick him out.
Okay, so like kicking somebody out, you could write that down for an example.
Oh.
That's all right. Yep, I can tell that you fixed it.
Kicking someone out.
Nice.
I might have to make this capital because that is kind of bullying.
That's all right.
Okay.
All right, we need one more reason. We got two, we need one more. What is one more reason why you think we should not have cell phones in class? We have people
might lose their phones without responsibility.
Yes, and that is our character theme this month, responsibility. So this is a good one because we have a hard time keeping track of some of our school stuff like pencils and erasers.
I lose my pencils a lot.
Yes, I know. So if somebody had their phone at school and they just had it out, and the next thing you know, they're like, I can't find my phone. That's a big problem, right? That's not even a little problem like a pencil.
Sometimes I lose my phone, then find it again.
I lose my phone all the time at home, so I can't imagine if it was, students losing their phones in class. That would make me worried too. So that's a good one. Put that down for reason number 3. You might lose your phone in school.
Can I write might be the risk of losing phone?
Yeah, definitely. That's a really good way to say that. All right. So an example. So it could be like you were
going to the bathroom, then
Yep.
you lost it.
Exactly. So you can put that down. Go to the bathroom, and you might leave it in there, and then you don't remember that, or you might come back and you forgot where you set it down.
Sometimes when it's rainy, sometimes I get my my phone wet a little.
Yeah, that happens to me too. So I gotta just zip it up in my pocket and don't even touch it, because that definitely happens to me.
I just hold it like this.
That's fine too. All right,
It doesn't work though.
It doesn't work. Yeah, the rain
does.
is tricky. So is the snow. The snow can make your phone wet too once it melts on there. But you said it does work when you hold it like this. That's good. I'm gonna have to start putting mine in a Ziploc bag and putting it in my bag so it doesn't get wet.
That's a good idea.
All right, so for your example, you're gonna use the bathroom. I think that was a good one, because if I go to the bathroom, sometimes I even leave my phone in the bathroom, so that's a pretty good example.
Well, sometimes people might drop their phone in the toilet.
Ooh, that could happen too. I've dropped my glasses in the toilet before, Grayson. It's not fun. So that could definitely happen. And that would be like, you could break your phone or something like that. So not only might you lose it, you might break it. So either one of those examples could work, whichever one you like best.
And my mom says she's not going to buy me another one.
Exactly. So that's another reason why it probably is not a good idea for us to have cell phones at school. Because if you break it, your mom might not even buy you a new one. Can you give us like 5 more minutes? Would that be okay?
Okay.
Thank you. You're right.
My rules it when you are going somewhere.
All right. Now, this last one, this E just stands for ending. So that's like a conclusion. So you write really good conclusion sentences. So what would be a good conclusion? So if we started off with, I do not think we should have cell phones in school. What would a good, and we came up with all these reasons, what would a good conclusion sentence be?
That's why you should not bring your phone to a certain place.
That's perfect. Okay, and that certain place in this case is the classroom. Yep, school. PH. Yep. Okay, and then what was the certain place again?
School.
Good. All right. I think you have to put not right here. That is why you must not. So you can put it right up there. Okay. So if we were writing this as a paragraph, we would just write all of this together. We would put it all together. So we say, I think we should not have cell phones in school for good reasons. You could say, one reason is it might cause debate. People could argue. Another reason is it could cause cyberbullying. Like in Roblox, when you are kicking someone out of a game, that would be an example for you. Okay? My last reason is you might have the risk of losing your phone. If you go to the bathroom, you might forget where you put it. And then you would say, that is why it is you must not bring your phone to certain places like school. And you'll have a whole paragraph after filling this out. Does that make sense? You think that's a pretty good strategy? Yeah? You like that one? We might start using this one in class when we're doing our opinion writing, and then you can show everybody what you've learned, and you can teach them how to do it too. Sound good? All right, say the name of the strategy for me one more time. It's Tree. Can you say that? All right. So that is the strategy that we just learned. Good job, Grayson. You did really good. I like your reasons too. I'm surprised you said no phones. I thought you would have said phones, but I think what you said was very smart, and I agree with you. All right, good job. I'm done.